Hello friends, welcome to Single Player. What are the best games with the best storylines on PS5? The PlayStation 5 is a powerful console that offers stunning graphics, immersive sound, and innovative features. But what makes a great PS5 game is not only the technical aspects, but also the quality of the story. A good story can captivate the player, make them care about the characters, and keep them hooked until the end. Whether it's a thrilling action-adventure, a gripping horror, or a charming comedy, a good story can elevate a game to a memorable experience. In this video, we will look at some of the best PS5 games with the best storylines that you can play right now or look forward to in the near future. These games have been praised by critics and players alike for their engaging narratives, compelling characters, and emotional impact. Some of them are exclusive to the PS5, while others are also available on other platforms. But all of them are worth checking out if you love games with great stories. So, without further ado, let's begin our quest. In this video, you'll find a list of the top 10 games with the best storylines on PS5. Uncharted Legacy of Thieves Collection is a must-have for fans of the action-adventure genre. It includes two of the best games in the Uncharted series, remastered for the PS5 with stunning visuals and improved performance. You can experience the thrilling stories of Nathan Drake and Chloe Fraser, as they travel across the world in search of ancient treasures and secrets. The games are packed with cinematic moments, witty dialogue, and breathtaking set pieces that will keep you on the edge of your seat. The collection also features the DualSense wireless controller's haptic feedback and adaptive triggers, which add a new layer of immersion to the gameplay. You can feel the impact of every punch, shot, and swing as you fight your way through enemies and obstacles. The fast loading times also allow you to jump back into the adventure quickly, without any interruptions. Whether you are new to the franchise or a longtime fan, Uncharted Legacy of Thieves Collection is a great way to enjoy these masterpieces on the PS5. Marvel's Spider-Man Remastered is a stunning and thrilling game that lets you experience the life of Peter Parker, a seasoned superhero who faces new challenges and enemies in New York City. The game has an engaging and emotional story that explores Peter's relationships with his friends, family, and allies, as well as his struggles to balance his personal and professional life. The game also features 3 DLC chapters that expand the story and introduce new characters and villains from the Spider-Man universe. The game takes full advantage of the PS5 console's power and features, delivering amazing graphics, performance, and immersion. The game looks gorgeous with enhanced visuals, ray tracing, and 4K resolution. The game runs smoothly with 60 frames per second and fast loading times. The game also utilizes the DualSense controller's adaptive triggers and haptic feedback to make you feel every swing, web shot, and punch. Marvel's Spider-Man Remastered is a must-play game for fans of Spider-Man and action-adventure games. It is one of the best PS5 games available and a worthy remaster of the original PS4 game. Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade is a stunning and captivating game that brings the classic story of Final Fantasy VII to life on the PlayStation 5. The game features enhanced graphics, improved performance, and new gameplay options that make the combat more dynamic and strategic. The game also includes a brand new episode that focuses on Yuffie Kisaragi, a ninja who infiltrates the Shinra Corporation to steal a powerful materia. The storyline of Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade is a faithful and expanded adaptation of the original game's first part, set in the dystopian city of Midgar. The game follows Cloud Strife, a former soldier who joins a rebel group called Avalanche, who are fighting against Shinra's exploitation of the planet's life force. Along the way, Cloud meets other memorable characters, such as Tifa, Aerith, and Barret, and faces off against his nemesis, Sephiroth. The game also introduces new elements and twists that add depth and mystery to the plot. The episode featuring Yuffie is a fun and exciting addition that explores her character and backstory, as well as introduces new gameplay mechanics and challenges. A Plague Tale: Innocence is a game that will take you on an emotional and thrilling journey through the 14th century France, where you will have to survive the horrors of war and plague. You will play as Amicia de Rune, a young noble girl who has to protect her sick brother Hugo from the ruthless Inquisition and the swarms of rats that carry the deadly disease. You will have to use your stealth, cunning, and sling to avoid or overcome the enemies that stand in your way, while also exploring the beautiful and grim landscapes of medieval Europe. The game features a captivating story that will make you care for the fate of the siblings and their companions, as well as a stunning graphics that will immerse you in the realistic and detailed environments. The game also boasts a dynamic gameplay that will challenge you to use different tools and strategies to deal with the various threats and puzzles that you will encounter. The game is enhanced for PlayStation 5, offering 4K UHD resolution, 60 FPS, and 3D audio support. A Plague Tale: Innocence is a game that you should not miss if you are looking for a unique and memorable experience. Disco Elysium: The Final Cut is a masterpiece of storytelling and role-playing. It puts you in the shoes of a detective who has to solve a murder case while also dealing with his own personal demons. The game offers you unparalleled freedom to shape your character and the world around you, with a unique skill system that lets you interact with your own thoughts and emotions. The game is full of memorable characters, witty dialogue, and intriguing mysteries that will keep you hooked for hours. The Final Cut is the definitive edition of the game, adding full voice acting, new quests, and improved graphics. The voice acting is superb, bringing the characters to life and enhancing the atmosphere of the game. The new quests add more depth and variety to the gameplay, allowing you to explore different aspects of the game's rich lore and setting. The graphics are also improved, making the game look more vibrant and detailed on the PS5. Disco Elysium: The Final Cut is a must-play for fans of RPGs and narrative-driven games. Hades is a masterpiece of a game that combines thrilling action, captivating story, and stunning art. The game follows Zagreus, the son of Hades, who tries to escape the underworld and reach his mother Persephone on Mount Olympus. Along the way, he meets various characters from Greek mythology, who help or hinder his progress. The game is a roguelike, which means that each run is different and challenging, but also rewarding and satisfying. The game has a rich and dynamic narrative, with thousands of lines of dialogue and interactions that reveal more about the world and the characters. The game also features a gorgeous soundtrack by Darren Korb, who composed the music for previous Supergiant games like Bastion and Transistor. Hades is not only a game, but also an experience. It is a game that will make you feel a range of emotions, from excitement and joy to frustration and sadness. It is a game that will make you care about the characters and their stories, even the ones you are supposed to hate. It is a game that will make you want to play again and again, to see what new surprises and secrets await you. Hades is a game that deserves all the praise and awards it has received, and more. It is one of the best games of 2020, and one of the best games of all time. If you have a PS5, you should definitely get Hades and enjoy this amazing journey. Stray is a game that lets you experience the world through the eyes of a cat, exploring a cyber city full of mysteries and dangers. The game has a captivating storyline that unfolds as you interact with the environment and the quirky robot characters. You also have a drone companion, B12, who helps you with puzzles and translations, and reveals more about the history of the city and your own past. Stray is a game that combines adventure, stealth, and platforming elements, creating a unique and immersive gameplay experience. We enjoyed playing Stray because it was a refreshing and original game that challenged us to think like a cat. The game has a beautiful artistic design, with detailed neon-lit alleys and murky underground passages. The game also has a great original score, composed by Berlinist, that enhances the mood and atmosphere of the game. The game has a satisfying balance between exploration, combat, and puzzle solving, and offers some open-world elements that allow for more freedom and creativity. Stray is a game that we would recommend to anyone who loves cats, cyberpunk, or adventure games. Diablo 4 is a masterpiece of storytelling and gameplay that delivers a thrilling and immersive experience. The game takes place decades after the events of Diablo 3, where the world of Sanctuary is plunged into chaos by the return of Lilith, the daughter of Mephisto and the mother of humanity. The game features 5 playable classes, each with their own unique skills, talents, and customization options. The game also introduces an open world that is filled with dynamic events, world bosses, dungeons, and secrets to explore. The PS5 version of Diablo 4 is the best way to enjoy this epic adventure. The game runs smoothly at 60 frames per second and supports 4K resolution and ray tracing. The game also takes advantage of the PS5's DualSense controller, which provides haptic feedback and adaptive triggers that enhance the combat and exploration. The game also supports cross-play and cross-progression with other platforms, allowing players to team up with their friends and continue their progress on any device. Diablo 4 is a must-play game for fans of action RPGs in the Diablo franchise. God of War Ragnarok is a masterpiece of storytelling, action, and adventure. The game delivers a satisfying conclusion to the Norse saga of Kratos and Atreus, as they face the wrath of the gods and the impending doom of Ragnarok. The game explores the themes of family, fate, and freedom, as well as the consequences of their actions in the previous game. The game also expands on the lore and mythology of the 9 realms, introducing new characters, locations, and enemies. The gameplay is phenomenal, with smooth and responsive combat, stunning visuals, and immersive sound design. The game offers a variety of weapons, skills, and upgrades for both Kratos and Atreus, as well as some segments where the player can control Atreus directly. The game also features more puzzles, exploration, and side quests than the previous game, adding more depth and replay value. The game is a must-play for fans of the series and newcomers alike, as it is one of the best games of the generation. Final Fantasy XVI is a masterpiece of storytelling that delivers a dark and emotional tale of revenge, destiny, and sacrifice. The game follows Clive Rosfield, a young knight who becomes the dominant of the Icon Ifrit, a powerful creature of fire that can destroy entire nations. Clive's journey takes him across the diverse and beautiful world of Valisthea, where he faces enemies, allies, and mysteries that will challenge his beliefs and test his resolve. The game's story is full of twists and turns, and features memorable characters that will make you laugh, cry, and cheer. The game also boasts a fast-paced and fluid combat system that combines melee and magic attacks. Clive can use various weapons and skills to fight his foes, as well as channel the power of the icons he encounters. The game allows you to customize your playstyle and strategy, and offers different difficulty modes to suit your preference. The game also features stunning graphics and sound that immerse you in the rich and detailed world of Valisthea. The game's soundtrack is composed by Masayoshi Soken, who creates a musical masterpiece that perfectly matches the mood and tone of each scene. Final Fantasy XVI is a must-play game for fans of the series and newcomers alike. It is a game that will make you feel a range of emotions, from joy to sorrow, from anger to awe. It is a game that will make you think about the meaning of life, death, and fate. It is a game that will make you appreciate the beauty and wonder of Valisthea. It is a game that will make you fall in love with Final Fantasy all over again. Okay friends, so that was our version of the top 10 games with the best storylines on PS5. If you have any questions, suggestions, criticisms, or in your opinion there are other PS5 games with the best storylines that should be on that list, don't hesitate to write them down in the comments below. Of course, we will provide more game information in the future, so subscribe and keep watching Single Player to get other interesting game information from us. Thanks for watching and see you next time.